Women Innovators. Interviews with women with big messages and big missions, sharing their stories to inspire you to live your passion and step up to make the world a better place. Here's your host, Tammy Patzer.
Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really excited to introduce today's guest, Jasmine KRATZ. She is actually calling all the way from Australia, and she has inspiredimpact.com.au. And I wanted to tell you just a little bit about her because I'm really interested in what Jasmine is going to be talking about, because she is a business coach and brand strategist for entrepreneurs and small business owners. And she's also a trainer and assessor, a wellness coach, entrepreneur, and wife and mother. But what we're really going to dig into today is really going to be of interest to everyone, because in the world today, you have to be online. Whether if you don't want to or not, you really need to know that you need to be online. And you also have to be represented with a great brand. So Jasmine, tell me a little bit more about your background and who you help.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me, Tammy. So Inspired Impact was born 5 years ago out of myself actually learning to brand me in the marketplace. You know, I've been in the corporate world for 20 years and very successful in different roles, in managerial roles. But when I had my children, I really wanted to have my own business, work my own hours, be able to work from home. And so I fell into the online world and started researching everything and trying to learn how I could brand me, how I could build a service-based business online. And I really had to really learn the skills of what it means to brand yourself. What does building a personal brand mean? How do you do it? What are all the things and the pieces that you need to pull together to actually run an online business? And so through that learning experience, that is really how Inspired Impact, my business, was born. Because once I did it for myself, I had team members and colleagues asking me, could I help them? And so my business has evolved, obviously, in the last 5 years to now an award-winning global business that I help entrepreneurs all over the globe to help them build their businesses online with, you know, personal branding. So teaching them how to, you know, create their logo, how to name their business, how to all of the different pieces that they actually need in order to run an online business. So whether you're a network marketer, whether you're a coach, wellness coach, consultant, small business, bricks and mortar, it doesn't really matter what business you have, you still have to build a brand. So there's all the different pieces that you need to include in that. And so that's where we come in. We help you with my dream team that I include, which really helps you with all the different pieces. So we try and support you in the decisions without having the overwhelm. So we've got in the team a logo and graphic designer, we've got our photographer and videographer, even down to hair and makeup and fashion styling, and marketing strategy and sales strategy, so that you have this team supporting you to really build that online business and that online brand. So really love working with so many people around the world and helping them get out of that tech overwhelm of how do I do all this? How do I piece it all together? So really that's how Inspired Impact was born. My background is I have a business degree and majored in marketing, communication and information systems. And a lot of the things that I now teach are through learnings of my own as an entrepreneur, as a also network marketer. So I put myself in the shoes of my clients. I know what you need and what the struggles are because I have those myself. And I think that's, you know, a lot of my clients love that I can actually resonate and know exactly what's happening in their business because I go through and have been through exactly the same things as they have and know how to support them and help them take that next step.
Well, when you said about the technology overwhelm, I think that is what every entrepreneur goes through. And it isn't that you go through it once, because technology keeps changing. So what was great 5 years ago isn't the same as it is now. I can look at websites and I can say, oh, that's like 2010. And that, so you can even go back further than that, because you can just tell by the look of the technology compared to what things look like today. So I wanted to ask you, if somebody comes to you, what's the first thing that you talk to them about?
Sure. So we have obviously a range of different services, but the core offer, if someone comes to me, they want to build a website. The first thing I'm going to ask them is, well, what do you already have in place? So I'll have a look at their social media. I'll have a look and see if they actually already have branded themselves or created a business name or have any of those core pieces. First, I'll see where they're at. I'll also see where they're at in their business. So working with someone that's just, a startup that's just getting in, or someone that's more established, they're going to need and want different things, and they're also going to have different understanding levels of what it is to run an online business. So I'm going to ask those sort of questions of, how long have they been in business, or if they're, for example, a network marketer, like how big is their team? Because when I build something for them, I'm going to want to understand, is it just supporting them, or is this platform that I'm building for them also going to be supporting, for example, a team? So they might need a private members area that they're going to host a lot of content behind. If they're a bricks and mortar business, I'm going to ask, questions about their actual products and services so that I know what capabilities they're going to need in the e-commerce side of things. So really getting a good understanding of who they are, what their business is, and how established they are. And then, delving into what tools they're going to need. Now, they're probably not going to know what those are, but as I ask more questions and delve into what they're wanting to achieve, because most people know exactly, what they actually want to achieve, they just don't know the how, then I'll be able to understand what we're going to create for them. So we really do specialize in an all-in-one marketing platform that really helps take the tech overwhelm out of it for them. I've spent a lot of time researching and trialing different website platforms to build on, many great ones out there. But I find, and this was through my own experience of building my own website many years ago, is the overwhelm comes with how to piece it all together. It's not just about putting some pictures and text on a page. There's so many different connections that you need to have. If you're an online business, you need some funnels. You need to be able to capture people's data. You need to be able to process payments and take payments. You may need to set up subscriptions for courses. There's so many different things that go into running a successful online business, and especially if you want automation in your business. And that's what I love to help people, is free up more of their time and not have to do repetitive processes. So really finding this amazing platform that I work on really allows me then to help my clients get out of the idea of, there's one thing to have someone build a website for you, but then managing it yourself after that is a whole nother ballgame. So it's really being able to support people to drive this machine that we're creating for them. So I really call it, it's their marketing hub. It's a place that I want them to feel comfortable to come in and edit and update and load new content to, not just have a pretty brochure website that once it's done, it sits out there, like you say, and then 10 years later you think, oh, it's very outdated now, I should update that. My clients are in there weekly, not daily, really, creating new sales pages, creating new content, putting up new blogs, loading podcasts, like all of the things that an online entrepreneur should be doing in posting new, fresh content for their community, for their audience. I really empower them to drive and do that themselves. So that's what excites me, and that's what that's, I think, our point of difference is it's very much a co-creation. We will build the website for you, but then we're going to hold your hand and make sure that you know how to drive this use it and really get the most out of your investment and sharing what you do with the wealth.
That's really cool. You said something earlier when you were talking about brick and mortar companies, meaning the people that are out there, it might be the, I don't know, I'll just say the yoga studio or the restaurant or the mom and pop shop. In the world today, when some businesses can't operate right at this moment due to the virus situation, what do you suggest to somebody who maybe they never really had to think about moving their business online? Do you have any advice for someone who's saying, you know what, if I don't move online, I don't have a business anymore? What would you say to them?
Sure. Yeah, and I've had a lot of conversations like that over the last few months, that there has been a lot of people that have had to pivot and innovate and come up with new offerings and ways to bring their business online. And it has kept me extremely busy with so many people that are needing help in, I wish I did this, last year, or I wish I had that online presence already so that it would be much easier to just add to that. But there's no time like the present to start and build your online business and on online brand. So if you are a bricks and mortar business, then there is some work to do in order to build that out, but it can be done relatively quickly, and it can be done simply and with finding the right person to help you. So I think in this current climate right now, there is a lot of overwhelm, there's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of people that aren't sure what they should do next. So I think we've all seen how much we're struggling with actually being on the internet, how many people are online all day, every day right now, and with we're knowing that people are out there searching, they're looking for your services, they're still buying, they're looking for different ways that they can either enrich their life or keep busy. And so there is an opportunity right now to pivot and bring your business online. So whatever that service is, you need to find a way that you can, pivot and offer that in an online space. So we're all seeing so many more people using Zoom and offering their services. So for example, the yoga studio, the massage studio, I have a lot of clients in the health and wellness space that were doing face-to-face workshops or classes. They've all bought that online now. And so with the platform that we use, they were able to easily set up their event online, hook it up to a Zoom meeting, and then actually deliver their training in an online format, whether it was free or paid. We've been able to build that all into their website, and they're still running. They're still able to offer that service. So there always is a way. You may just have to think and try and think outside the box of, okay, well, what was I doing in a face-to-face format? And is there a way that I could virtualize that and offer that to my audience in the online space? So there's lots of different, opportunities right now to do that, but it is being, having to be creative and think outside the box of how you can pivot and do that. But yeah, if anyone needs any help or advice, I'm more than happy to offer that of strategizing how they could pivot what they're currently doing and how they could bring that in an online space. Because I have been having a lot of those conversations lately and being able to support people to, think outside the box. And there is the technology available to do it. But obviously, not everyone knows that it is available. So, I'm passionate about helping people have those aha moments of, I didn't even think about the fact that I could do it that way.
Well, I know that it's true. A lot of people, they're suddenly finding themselves being forced to learn how to use Zoom. And there's actually, I noticed there are entire new businesses popping up to make Zoom backgrounds different that, because people, they weren't used to that type of technology. And now it's all of a sudden, there's Zoom calls and Google calls and, every other type of training available. So
Yeah.
you mentioned that people could reach out to you. What is the best way that people could reach out to you if they wanted to talk?
Sure, absolutely. So if you jump on my website, you can schedule a free strategy session straight from the homepage. You'll see the schedule now button. I offer that to anyone. It links straight to my booking calendar so you can see my availability. I have tried to keep it as open as possible for all the different time zones because I do work with clients in the UK, in US, and Canada, and Italy. So if you can't find a time on there that works with your time zone, just use the contact page and just shoot me a message. That will give me an email and I'll be able to work with you one-on-one to find a time that does fit. But that's the best way. And then you can find me on socials. My business page is at Inspired Impact Biz or Jasmine KRATZ on my personal profile. So more than happy for people to reach out to me in any of those methods. And I would just love to meet some new people and really be able to help them with that strategy of how they can get out of tech overwhelm, or if they haven't even got that far yet, to actually understand how they could bring their business and their brand online and share with them the services that we do offer. Because, I love the fact that we have so many amazing experts in my dream team, that I call them, that I can share with my clients. And it really does allow them to not have to look for all of those different people that they, would generally work with when they come to build a business online and build their brand. Of having that understanding, I found the best of the best that I've worked with for years now, and I'm able to share those with my clients so that you feel very supported in the space that your project is housed all by the one team, rather than trying to, piece all different pieces of the puzzle together. We really help you do that in the one space. And so, that's probably the best way to reach out to me, and I can support you in that space. And then as we move forward, we will be opening up and having some more of our in-person events and retreats, which are really exciting, where we get to go through all of those processes with my dream team together, which is, a really awesome, fun experience.
Yeah, right now our world is a little bit different since we're having to operate in a virtual world when we could cross over between virtual and the real world, and now it's all virtual. So you're part of Tam Luke's Boss Up project. Can you tell me why you decided you wanted to be part of that project?
Sure, absolutely. So Tam, I just love working with her. She is part of my dream team and really helping my clients monetize their message. And I felt when I heard of her project that I really felt called to be a part of it. I think, sharing our message and our story with a wide audience so that they can see that, we may be where we are now, but there is a history behind that. There is a lot of lessons and learnings that have got us to the place where we are now. 5 years ago, I would never have dreamed that, my business would have won multiple awards, that I would have been traveling the world, running retreats and events, that I would have, a global audience. That was just a pipe dream 5 years ago. And so there's a lot of story behind that, and a lot of lessons and wisdom that I can impart on other entrepreneurs that are embarking on this journey. And so being a part of the collective 16 women that are part of this book is a real honor. And I just love the fact that I'm going to be able to share my story in her amazing Boss Up project and book, and be a part of that. So I jumped at the chance as soon as that opportunity arose.
That's awesome. So I wanted to ask you, of all of those things, like 5 years, I mean, that's actually a relatively short time to go from wherever you were to being this, global success story, I guess, because you're obviously working globally and traveling all over. What would you say was the one thing that helped you to become so successful?
One thing's hard, but I would say resilience is definitely a trait that entrepreneurs need and have. We're a pretty special breed in really never giving up, I kind of, it's never crossed my mind. I've been, 5 years ago in the corporate world with young children and traveling across the state. I mean, there's a whole story behind how I've come to be where I am now, but the fact that it never even entered my mind to give up. I've just pivoted, changed, learnt, upskilled, and really backed myself. And I think something that I talked about with another business owner the other day was really having a support structure in place. Not every entrepreneur has that in their home or in their family. Not everyone's journey is like when you're wanting to really build your own business and be an online entrepreneur. So I think, if you don't have those supportive people that have your back, that believe in you, that can constantly tell you, you've got this, I know you can do it, is find that group of women, or find that space where you can have other people that are in your corner that know what this journey is like and can really support you through that. And I think, having a collective of other boss women or whatever it is that you're a part of is really pivotal in I think, your success, because you do doubt yourself when you are, working alone a lot of the time and plodding away and building your business. Not everyone around really understands what it is that you do or what you do every day. So having that supportive community, I think, is really key. And being really resilient and knowing that whatever it is that you want to achieve, that you can, with hard work and dedication and really finding those people, I think, that have the success that you want to have, and really learning from them, shortening that gap of trying to figure it all out yourself, because that's where you kind of, I suppose, dilute your zone of genius, is trying to be all things to all people and wear all of the hats in your business. Sometimes you really just need to find that one person or that group of people that can help you shorten that journey from where you are to the success that you want to have, and learning from them. And so, investing in your business, investing in yourself is very important. And it's something that I've always done. Even if I didn't know how or where it was going to come from or how I was going to make it happen, I did. I think that's been a core pillar of my success is investing in support, investing in help, and investing in advice to go, okay, I don't know everything, but I know there's people out there that do and have done what I want to achieve. So how can I learn from them so that I can, not take a year to learn this skill, but maybe really shorten that gap in finding that right person that can actually help me take that next step that I want to take. So I know that's definitely more than one piece of advice, but all of those things really come together, I think, to really have that clear understanding of what was that pivotal thing. It was definitely community and getting that support.
Well, I think you said it. You said resilience, and then you also said that you've actually put together your dream team, and so you have created this massive support system so each one of your clients benefits from your dream team. And to me, think about that, when you can fill that gap and cut literally years off of your journey, because you went in 5 years, you really skyrocketed. And in the terms of business, to find massive success that rapidly is very, very impressive. And I think that it sounds to me like if someone works with you, then they can cut those years off of their success path. And I think that's where a lot of people make the mistake, like you said, is if they don't invest in themselves or invest in the advice or the team, and they try to do everything all by themselves, all you're doing is you're just lengthening the time it'll take you to become successful. So I think it's very exciting. So it's inspiredimpact.com.au and Jasmine KRATZ, and we can find you on social media and, of course, online. Before I let you go, Jasmine, is there anything else you'd like to share?
Thank you. No, I've loved chatting to you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share who I am and what I do. I'm very passionate and work really hard to support my clients, like you said, to really for them, and those options of when they come to me, what are they strong at? What are they comfortable with? What aren't they comfortable with? And then really being able to help them go, okay, well, here's all the things that we can do to support you. So it's never a one fit, solution. We're very much about customizing what it is that client needs and how we can support them. And yeah, I've spent a lot of time finding the right people in order to be able to do that and offer that service. So just thank you so much for the opportunity. And if anyone would like to have a chat, jump on my website and book in a strategy call. I would love to be able to help you and support you in your business success.
Great. Well, everyone, we've been talking with Jasmine KRATZ, and she is with inspiredimpact.com.au. And of course, she can help you around the globe. So reach out to Jasmine and talk to her. Thank you so much. I really had a great time talking with you today.
Thank you so much, Tammy. Appreciate it.
Everyone, this is Tammy Patzer. Go have a beautiful day.
You've been listening to Women Innovators with Tammy Patzer. To learn more, please go to womeninnovatorsradio.com. And please do subscribe and share to spread the big messages and big missions to change the world.